Good morning. I'm only a couple minutes earlier today. Was trying to find a good spot for our practice. I am in Vermont now. It's really beautiful. A little bit of snow, but not as much as I was hoping for. I love this type of nature. It's so beautiful. Good morning, Mariella. Good morning, Alice, Jana, Maria. Good morning. Good morning, Gina. Good morning, Ari, Anne. I know, Gina, it is beautiful. And it's pretty cool right now, maybe in the 30, but apparently during the day it's gonna get to 70. So now it's cold, but it will be pretty warm. Anyway, I'm very happy to be here. It's a very nice change of scenery, and I love this northern type of nature. Anyways, it is time for us to start. And today I want to read a chapter from Tara Brach's book, Radical Acceptance, that really moved me to tears. And every time I read it, it's the same thing. I actually already shared it with you in the past, but I think it's worth repeating more than once. Jacob, almost 70, was in the midst of Alzheimer's disease. A clinical psychologist by profession and a meditator for more than 20 years, he was well aware that his faculties were deteriorating. On occasion, his mind would go totally blank. He would have no access to words for several minutes and become completely disoriented. He often forgot that he was doing and usually needed assistance with basic tasks. His attitude towards his disease was interested, sad, grateful, even good-humored. Intrigued by his resilience, I asked him what allowed him to be so accepting. He responded, "It just doesn't feel like anything is wrong. I feel grief and some fear about it all going, but it feels like real life." And then he told me about an experience he's had in an earlier stage of his disease. Jacob had occasionally given talks about Buddhism to local groups and had accepted an invitation to address a gathering of over 100 meditation students. He arrived at the event feeling alert and eager to share the teachings he loved. Taking his seat in front of the hall, Jacob looked out at the expectant faces before him, and suddenly he did not know what he was supposed to say or do. He didn't know where he was or why he was there. Oops, I lost the connection. I hope that you're gonna come back here. I'm gonna wait for a couple of minutes. Hi Gina, sorry about that. I don't know, something happened with the connection. I hope everybody can rejoin. Good. Hi Mariella, sorry about that. Let's give it a couple of minutes for others to find us again. All right, well, I'll continue. So many of the students were in tears. As one of them put it, no one has ever taught us like this. Your presence has been the deepest teaching. Jacob's meditation practice was so deeply ingrained that even in the face of the enormous challenge, his brain went through the habitual naming what it was aware of, instead of pushing the experience away. In some fundamental way, Jacob didn't create an adversary out of feeling of fear and confusion in that moment. He did not make anything feel wrong. We practice radical acceptance by pausing and then meeting whatever is happening inside us with this kind of unconditional friendliness, loving kindness. Instead of turning our jealous thoughts or angry feelings into the enemy, we pay attention in a way that enables us to recognize and touch any experience with care. Nothing is wrong. Whatever is happening is simply real life. When we offer to ourselves the same quality of unconditional friendliness that we would offer to a friend, we stop denying our own suffering. Remember the delusion god Mara I mentioned yesterday? The one who tried to interfere with the Buddha's enlightenment? Each of us has our own Mara, our so-called shadow self, the aspects we don't like or aren't proud of. So instead of pushing them away, we can choose to listen and name our experiences, just like Jacob did. And this is when we see our Mara clearly and open our heart in tenderness for the suffering before us. So let's explore this practice of naming our experiences together. Take a comfortable position, and as always, take a few moments to acknowledge all the circumstances of your practice, internal and external. As you create this mindful pause, inhabit it with all your senses, feeling into this simplicity and depth of being you in this moment, in this real life, without pretense, without any shoulds or musts, just the way it is. Allow your breath to be soft and comfortable without forcing, and invite some effortlessness into your body, helping you soften from the inside out. And without getting through any judgment or engage with a storyline completely, bring to mind some situation or issue in your life that you are currently grappling with. Maybe it's an interpersonal conflict, financial pressure, stress at work, making a difficult decision. Ask yourself, how am I feeling about this? And bring a receptive presence to your body. Pay particular attention to your throat, chest, and belly. What do you feel Is there tightness, pressure, heat, tingling? Is there a word that describes your experience? Sad, restless, shaky, afraid? There is no need to strain, to run through a mental dictionary to find this perfect word. Just notice what arises in your awareness and mentally repeat it to yourself in a soft tone. Scared, powerless, sad, whatever it is for you. And of course, sometimes there is no label that fits the mix of feelings and sensations that you're experiencing. In this case, you might name one of the more dominant elements in the mix. The point is not to nail something down by getting it right, but to keep paying attention to the felt sense of what is real in this particular moment. And after you name this experience, gently ask yourself while paying close attention to the sensation in your body, is this true? Does this word describe what I'm feeling now? And if not, is there another word? And continue for a few moments in this way, mentally noting your unfolding experience and checking your body to see what is most true in this moment. As you continue doing this, you may notice that you get lost sometimes in your thoughts, which is perfectly fine. Remember, nothing is wrong, it's just real life. So when you realize that you're lost in thought, gently note, planning, obsessing, fantasizing, and return to your attention to your body. Sensing and naming any strong emotions and sensations that you become aware of. And remember that labeling, finding words for your experiences, kind of always remains in the background. Really, only 5% of your attention goes into it. The majority of your awareness, the 95%, is attending your actual felt experience. As you continue doing this, I want to read a poem from Dana Foltz for you. It's called Birthright. Despite illness of body or mind, in spite of blinding despair or habitual belief, who you are is whole. Let nothing keep you separate from the truth. The soul, illumined from within, longs to be known for what it is, undying, untouched by fire or the storms of life. There is a place inside where stillness and abiding peace reside. And you can ride the Brach to go there. Despite doubt or hopeless turns of mind, you are not broken. Spirit surrounds, embraces, fills you from the inside out. Release everything that isn't your true nature. What's left? The fullness, light and shadow. Claim all that as your birthright. Thank you so much for being here this morning. And as you go through your day today, I invite you to pay attention to your felt sensations and emotions as you feel them in your body. And see if you can gently name them without obsessing about finding the right word. As you start develop this practice, it will become habitual and help you figure out how you feel in any given moment. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you tomorrow, and I'm sorry about the loss of connection. I hope it doesn't happen tomorrow.